the Rebound now. You may not pay attention to where your burgers come from, but Chloe Nordquist shows us for the meat processing industry, COVID-19 has shed light on some of the issues the supply chain faces.
This is Nikki USA, a small meat processor and distributor in the Pacific Northwest.
Well, I founded the company in 1990.
And this is Jeff Latham, the man behind it all. Today, the building is busy, cutting, packaging, and sending off meats. The demand for processing hasn't gone away since the start of the pandemic. It's actually increased.
Our processing plant has been my heart and soul of me and my company. Was what really excelled during that time. The demand skyrocketed for the plant.
Last year, the pandemic shook America's food supply chain, meat processors included.
And we had to turn away a lot of business in the processing side just because we only have so many hours per day we could get done.
But where those meats ended up changed.
When COVID hit, we were 85% restaurants, 0 direct-to-consumer, and about 15% was butcher shops and retailers.
Latham says restaurants are now only 45% of his business, and 10% comes from a new direct-to-consumer model.
It doesn't seem like much, but it's a really important 10% of what we do.
Got some Wagyu on there.
A really big part of our survival has been the support of the direct-to-consumer.
Meanwhile, large plants were dealing with their own problems, including COVID-19 outbreaks.
When COVID hit and the big packing plants were, getting written up in the paper of, hundreds and hundreds of people getting sick, it really temporarily stopped the supply chain that most people don't realize is just so massive.
The CDC reported almost 5,000 people tested positive for COVID-19 in 115 facilities across the U.S. Outbreaks at the larger plants caused a ripple effect.
Just as an example, the prices that we saw skyrocket when we have a COVID outbreak in the Midwest and all of a sudden beef's $3-4 a pound more expensive here in Oregon. But it really emphasized how important it was to maybe decentralize some of our production in this country.
Jeff says more local production is the solution.
The more you can buy regionally, the better it mitigates prices going up and down that dramatically. I just believe that COVID made people realize how important it is to support your local people.
I'm Chloe Nordquist reporting.